Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a pretty decent round I had with the new Gundam Heavy Weapon System I rolled recently. I just lucked into this on my half-price spin on my Japanese account, and yeah, it's pretty good. As you can see, when fully charged, the shield beam cannons do pierce, so I hit a couple of people there. Also has some shield missiles, some incendiary missiles, the funnels it's using to guard itself at the moment, and a two-stage charging beam rifle. Interesting thing about how the fin funnel shield works is that it has charges. It works via reload, and it will absorb up to 5 hits above a certain damage threshold before it drops, which not bad. As I understand it, like really minor damage, like Vulcans and things tend to not consume shield charges if you're lucky. But also, you can just cancel it whenever you want by hitting the reload button if you want to use your bombard funnels. Mainly, I've been using the shield to charge the beam cannon, because, yeah, it's a fairly long charge, and getting stunned out of that's kind of frustrating. So, that's worked out pretty well so far. Cannon works better when I actually hit things with it, though. And when the shield goes down is a good time for the bombard funnels, which, yeah, they basically take up positions around the target and fire sustained damage, Garroby type attacks, and like that against that Zeku's Y, which I have type advantage on besides. And somebody got behind me. That's not good, but it has that nice sweeping downswing, so I was able to hit them. The neutral, however, is just a stab, so you have to be like right on target with that. But yeah, it works pretty well. I was lucky to have a round here on Arctic Base that worked really well and let me stay at range against things most of the time. It also does have resist move, incidentally, so there may be times when you see me just roll out of the way of something. I'm still taking the damage, so again, those of us who regularly play with some kind of latency, it's basically still just dodge roll. Because man, the invincibility when you take latency into account is very unpredictable with standard dodge roll. So resist move is really not that much of a downgrade. Beams, there we go, and follow up with the incendiaries. The incendiaries are the kind that set a suit on fire. They are not the ones that set the area on fire. They're not the those are chain explosion missiles, I believe. And, 70-40 on that one, and then followed up with some good damage besides. And if I'd remembered Vulcans, I might have had that kill before, but I put them on the upper left quick swap because I could not figure out a better place for them. I do kind of have trouble with things that use the full quick swap setup. To be honest, I would still really like to see things have more than 8 weapons if possible, and just, make you have to pick what you're using on your quick swaps, because that could make for interesting and slightly more individualized play. But that's just me. Not necessarily a good idea, just an idea. But yeah, decided it also, as you can see, has forced injectors. It's a pretty mobile support, which, to be honest, at 700, I feel like you need supports that have, the speed of a general or close to it. But yeah, that's a really good lineup there for the bombard funnels. I managed to get a couple hits in on a couple of things. Unfortunately, one of those things is chasing me down, and that is, with 3.5 minutes to go, my first death. We are also at the moment really, really far ahead, 11,400 to, 4,800? So, but yeah, now it's more to 4,800. So yeah, well, it's, as I recall, they do a pretty good job of catching up near the end, but for the moment we are pretty much, holding our own here, no problem. Threw that there. Going to get back in my suit. But yeah, I like this. It's pretty good. I tried to get around with it in space. That didn't quite work out. I kept getting some of the smaller arenas, and I feel like space to maneuver would really help this a lot. But let's see, just waiting. There we go. Yeah, I think it tackled what was in front of it, and I was able to kill it. Yeah, the incendiary missiles do not have a lot of splash damage, so just the standard missiles I just used are kind of your best bet to kill somebody in your base. I have a feeling with the enemy base, if you locked on with the bombard funnels, you'd have as good a chance as anything, because those do pierce. So you could probably get through. If you lucked out, you could probably hit an enemy pilot or two trying to take out your allies on an enemy base bomb. That's just kind of a supposition, though. I have not been able to test that. But yeah, as somebody pointed out in my test drive video, you can use the bombard funnels while boosting. One of those things where, at least without the psycho frame part, it takes just enough time to lock on, and the HWS moves just fast enough that in practice I find it kind of difficult to lock on while boosting, because keeping the enemy you want to hit in the reticle long enough for the lock is a little bit tricky. It may just be a me problem, though, quite honestly. And waiting. Beams. There we go. Almost a kill, not quite. And missing every single follow-up I've got. But I'm going to try to get over there, and managed it. Yeah, like I said, they're starting to catch up a little bit now. It's back down to 2-1 instead of 3-1. They were able to wear us down, and now I am being stupid and focusing on this one person so much that everyone else was able to kill me. It is, but at least I waited to be that dumb till almost the end of the round, so I'll take it. And it is less than a minute to go. Yeah, we're gonna get this. It looks like they're making a last-ditch effort to try and bomb our base, or try to bombard actually our base, just take it out via damage, which honestly a smart move. If you are trying to make up your points at this stage of the round, that's probably the fastest, best way to do it. But we all spawned back in and occupied them, so that is not going to happen. But so now I'm just going to charge the big gun and wait, and hopefully be able to tag something with it. Ready, and waiting for it. Beams. I did hit it. We were just shy of being able to get the kill by the end of the round, but we definitely gave it our best shot. Credit to the enemy team. They did manage to catch up by a pretty good amount. We still won by about 8,000 points, but that is, it is under 2-1, which is nice. 5 and 2, 118,000 damage. Yeah, new HWS is pretty nice. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. One of these days, I'll have to get a new copy of the MS in Action New Gundam HWS, because that is another one that sadly was a victim of pipe tobacco smoke, which clings to soft PVC figures like MS in Action absolutely horrendously. My dad started smoking his pipe again the last few years, but he does it outside, and I am really grateful for that.